This week's notable new music releases on the 17th of January. This means War by Attack, Ricochet Days by Modern English, and Purple Naked Ladies by the Internet. Speaking of naked ladies.
I paint myself purple all the time. It's hot. But then Avatar ruined it because purple and blue are so similar. People are like, oh, you cosplay? It's like, no, god damn it.
You paint yourself purple, and then Brad needs to dress up as Captain Kirk.
I thought they were green.
I don't think it matters. Not to Kirk.
I paint myself at all.
You know that
True.
Jillian used to paint herself blue, and she would play Mystique, and...
Oh, I wish I was that hot. Holy crap, man.
And she'd be like, Brad, I just watched XMen 2.
Excuse me one
X-Men
moment.
2, Electric Boogaloo, I'm game.
It does sound like something he would say.
Yep. Next week, on the 24th of January, the Church of Rock and Roll by Foxy's your jam. Hard Knocks by Joe Cocker. Boy, is that ever hard to say.
I think he probably does have hard knockers, you know.
You guys have been watching the Big Box too much, talking about titties and knockers and naked women. Jesus.
He's thinking about Joe Cocker, not you.
Wait, what?
Joe Cockering?
You
I'm so glad that this isn't... If this was, like, censored, every other word out of my mouth would be like, beep, 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 beep.
It'd be like Morse code. Boop, 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 boop.
Pretty much.
We were unable to
Well,
air
I
this
shifted
week's
C.
Metal-
We're framing OJ.
Oh, by the way, speaking of airing this week's MentalCast, I want to let everybody out there listening know that this will be posted on Thursday to allow the blackout to take effect. Normally we post on Wednesdays, but obviously everywhere I post is blacked out on Wednesday. So Thursday. So we're a day late, but that's
I'm
right.
confused as to why Wikipedia is blacking out when the SOPA bill is losing support.
It's because it's still... We actually just talked about this like a few hours ago on What the Fuck. It's because it's tabled, but it can still kind of come back. So it's like an ex-wife. It can always come back when you least know it and haunt you.
Especially Billy Joel's ex-wife.
No, it's because, they're saying it can be vetoed, but it's not necessarily, complete. And even though if they decide not to go ahead with it, they can still bring up an alternate bill, and it's kind of like a distraction thing where they're dangling keys on one side and be like, hey, look at this. Okay, we're just going to slip this aside while you're distracted over there. So, I mean, it's because it's recent news that it, is getting tabled or whatnot, and they just kind of want to still be like, well, just remember, if you go through it, this will happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like War of the Worlds, or no, the day the Earth stood still, and like cars are going to be crashing tomorrow, and people are just going to be like looking out, be like, what? Is this the world? They should just do everything. They should shut down cell phones and just all that crap, and it'll be like it was prior to that, and people won't be jerks and
Several
get in
thousand
accidents because they're
teenagers
talking on
will
the
commit
phone.
suicide at the same time.
No, because they're not going to be able to look up the best, least painful way to do it.
Oh, that's right.
Excellent point. As Jelly and I were saying a little while ago, Barack Obama and the White House have publicly said that they are not support the bill. So even if it makes it to the White House, he's going to veto it.
Well,
that doesn't mean it can't go
there's the
through.
whole,
He
like,
said
if
the same
there's a
thing about
bill.
the NDAA bill, and he signed that thing too.
Mm.
Well, even so, as soon as, whenever there is a new president down the line, whether it's, this election year or, eventually down the line, it's going to be one of those, okay, well, will you take it? Yes, I will. Oh, the internet's broken.
Well, Obama is going to, at the very least, make sure this bill doesn't go through in this year because he wants to be reelected, and this is a hot button issue.
Right.
Well, I think that's, also why they're doing the blackout is because it's not a matter of, okay, this is going to happen soon. It's a matter of, well, it still is a possibility. So even though, if it doesn't happen this year, it's still kind of that looming, like, okay, when is it coming type thing.
You know that if Obama could successfully say that in the same term, not only did he defeat SOPA, he was responsible for the death of Osama, he's in for 4 years. He's in. There's no way.
Gaddafi, Kim Jong-il, and
Yep.
Osama died all on
during
Obama's
his
watch.
term.
Well, that was like, oh god, I loved that little meme of the picture of him. With the birth certificate thing. He's like, oh, sorry, I didn't have time to get my birth certificate for you. I was busy killing Bin Laden.
That's right.
I was like, oh, that makes happiness.
No, the best one was it was a picture of like all the white presidents, and then they show Barack Obama, and it says combo breaker.
Good God.
Good God.
I have warm fuzzies now.
Other music releases, because I got stopped at Hard Knocks by Joe Cocker. On the 24th... Can we not talk about that?
Sorry, I've reverted to being 8 years old now.
Dark Adrenaline by Lacuna Coil, Resolution by Lamb of God, The Stars Are Indifferent to Astronomy by Now to Surf, Comeback by the Scorpions.
You said come.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
and all the time when we play D&D, someone will just say something, and they're like, ha, you said that. Yes, I did.
Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
That's probably what it's going to sound like, too.